Head coach Sean Miller joins us here at courtside. Coach, congratulations, first of all. That was a great win. A great win for a senior in Dusan Ristic who just had a career game tonight, points-wise. But one thing your team has really improved upon this season, and you tell me if I'm off base here, the ability to close out games, to get into tight games like this and play with confidence.
No, that's really the identity of this year's team. Once we got through the opening month of the season, we've been in maybe 8 or 10 of these types of games, and the ball's bounced our way, and we've also done a good job of finishing. And Dusan, obviously he's not a great three-point shooter, but he made one, and then you make two. He was feeling it, and when you work as hard as he does, and you pay the dues that he has paid in terms of his work ethic and waiting his turn and working very hard over the summer as a senior, it's great to see him do that. Somebody in the locker room told me that was also his 1,000th point, which the irony of that shot being his 1,000th point is amazing. It really, really is. But it was his night tonight. We've had a lot of guys step up, but 23 points, 9 for 11 from the floor, 3 for 3 from three. He was tremendous.
What else went into the win tonight?
Well, I think sometimes adversity hits you in different forms. We had a number of things go against us. It was a very difficult game to play in, to watch. There was a lot of fouls called, a lot of stoppage of plays. I think we had 8 charges, 8 offensive fouls, I think. I've never been in a game in 25 years where there was 8. So I credit Utah for doing a great job of putting us in a position. But 15 turnovers, 8 of those were offensive fouls. And we'll have to take a look at that and see if we can correct it. But you can really let that steal your mind. We didn't. We hung in there. We moved to the next play. And when we needed to finish the game, we had it in us to do that. And again, are we going to bank on Dusan to make a bunch of threes to win? No. But when someone works as hard as he does and he's feeling it, tonight was certainly his night.
Sometimes when we look at the bench, we only look at bench points. I want to ignore that. I want to ask you about your bench guys, just what they did on the floor tonight, in particular on the defensive end, and several guys in particular that just seem to be improving a lot when you need them to come in.
Well, Brandon Randolph did a really good job. He had 5 points at the half. He played 19 minutes. It was great to see him shoot the ball because, we watch him every day in practice and really believe in his ability to shoot the three-point shot. And he made that first one, and you could tell that his confidence returned to him. And that's pivotal for us because, we need those guys to be able to come in the game and do a good job. But we had a lot of players, like you said. Emmanuel, he missed a couple free throws, but, he defended well on the last play of the game. I thought in the first half he had a lot of energy and made some really good plays. And he made a positive contribution.
Utah is a team that you mentioned it to us before the bowl game. They love the three-point shot. They go 7 of 19. So I'll leave you with this. Comment on your team's perimeter defense. They were 7 of 19 tonight. The key is just the 19 attempts, I think, more than anything.
We did a good job. That was our game plan. And, because of that, David Collette, he found himself probably one-on-one with some space in there. But, Utah is such a great three-point shooting team. They made 14 threes against us in game 1. And a big part of our game plan was to do a real good job defending the three-point shot. Again, DeAndre was terrific in terms of switching. And, when you have somebody of his size and you're asking him to do all of the things outside of the three-point line that we're asking him to do, it's amazing watching him move, and thought he really impacted the game in a positive way. But, a couple of things. We didn't get to the foul line, and then we only made 6. 6 points from the foul line for us is probably a season low. And Utah's scheme did a good job of keeping us away from the basket, and we have really gotten away from offensive rebounding. DeAndre's now gone back-to-back where he hasn't had one. Ditto for Dusan. Both of them are really rebounding well on defense, but we have to get a couple second shot opportunities. That hurts you when you don't. We're making just about every shot we shoot. There's going to be a time when that's not going to be the case, and we're going to have to get a couple second shots. But again, back to Raleigh. What does Raleigh do as well as anybody? He hits the offensive glass, and without him, you kind of feel his absence.
All right. Very good. Hope to have him back soon. Thanks, Coach.
Thank
Head
you.
Coach Sean Miller, courtside here at McHale Center, where the Wildcats beat the Utah Utes 74-73.